I'd like to ask all past and present Zion Christian Early Learning Center board members to stand and remain standing. I would like to ask all parents of children who were served by Zion Christian Early Learning Center during Geniene's tenure to stand and remain standing. I would like to ask all past or present staff members of Zion Christian Early Learning Center to stand and remain standing. I would like to ask Geniene's family to come forward, including Lori. As Executive Director and on behalf of the Board of Zion Christian Early Learning Center, I'm proud and pleased to reintroduce to you, this is Geniene Hankey, the Administrator of Zion Christian Early Learning Center. I have been pastor at Zion Lutheran Church and Executive Director of Zion Christian Early Learning Center since May of 2012. When I came to Zion Lutheran Church, Geniene had already been in the position of the Administrator of Zion Christian Early Learning Center for about a year. She was promoted to that position after the former director left during some very tumultuous times at the school. Mrs. Hankey has restored the church's confidence in that program. Prior to being promoted, Mrs. Hankey had worked as an assistant administrator and lead teacher for 3 years, and as the lead teacher of Zion Christian Early Learning Center for 5 years. Including her time at Zion Christian Early Learning Center, she has worked in other early childhood centers for the past 27 years before, during, and following her graduation from Youngstown State University in 1997. She enrolled at YSU when she was 12. Since becoming Zion Christian Early Learning Center's director, Geniene has accomplished much, and I would like to mention just a few. In 2016, Zion Christian Early Learning Center was awarded a 5-star ranking, the highest in the Ohio Department of Jobs and Family Services Step Up to Quality statewide program. When she took over as director, Zion had just received 1 star. It is entirely due to Geniene's leadership that Zion Christian Early Learning Center received the 5-star award. As part of the local Step Up to Quality colleague group, Geniene and Zion Lutheran Church have hosted continuing education events for administrators and a series of parenting classes for Zion Lutheran Church and Zion Christian Early Center and the community called POPs, Parents of Preschoolers. During her tenure, she brought Zion Christian Early Learning Center out of a deficit condition to a surplus condition, allowing her to reinvest in the school in many ways, including providing video security in every room and throughout the Zion Christian Early Learning Center facility, remodeled the office for greater efficiency and professionalism, created a curriculum room, and has made numerous improvements to the playground and classroom facilities, and consistently advocated for and increased the pay for her staff. In 2016 and continuing at present, a neighboring public school district has asked Zion Christian Early Learning Center to implement and manage its before and after care program at its elementary school. The school board's selection of Zion was based on our 5-star rating. These are just a few of the many accomplishments that have been led by Mrs. Hankey. Personally, I have observed her in operation, and when prospective clients come in, she presents a calm and confident professionalism that immediately puts parents at ease. Her personality is fun, charming, and winsome, and when the rare difficult situation presents itself, she is equally cool and confident. A few falls ago, we had an unfortunate wasp attack on our playground. Mrs. Hankey, as well as a few others of her staff, put themselves in harm's way to save a child. I know that Mrs. Hankey is all in for her children and for the care of her staff, and her staff follows her lead. Geniene is the regional ambassador for Region 6 of the Evangelical Lutheran Education Association, She is also a member of the National Association of Education for Young Children and is a frequent attendee of its events and encourages her staff to attend as well. Though not a member of Zion Lutheran Church, Mrs. Hankey is well known throughout the congregation, making appearances to announce programs and so on. She is active as a member of St. Christine Catholic Church, where she runs the Religious Emblems program for the Boy Scouts of America. During and after the pandemic, or during, I guess it's not after at all, during the pandemic, staffing has been a challenge. Most of the gaps in the schedule have been filled in by Geniene. It is not uncommon for her to bookend her day, beginning at 6 a.m. and working past 6 p.m. As her boss, this is not what I want from her, but she doesn't listen to me very well. Tommy. But the point is, she administers this school like she owns it, and for that she has my respect. While I could go on, these are just a few of her numerous accomplishments and characteristics that I want you to be aware of. I'd like to invite all of you to stand for a moment. Flower. In grateful appreciation for 15 years of faithful service to Zion Christian Early Learning Center and Zion Lutheran Church, I'd like to present you with our award as Outstanding Administrator. This award is shaped as a gold medal. If you didn't know, Geniene is also a competitive runner and has a drawer full of medals. She's got so many she uses them as beer coasters at home. And so we wanted to give you one that you could hang in your office.
Oh, thank you so much.